At the end of the street stood their house. The porch leaned, 2 windows faced the road, and tin patches dotted the roof. In summer, the metal heated up and the air above it shimmered. Beside the house was a flower bed made from an old bathtub set on bricks. Every year nasturtiums grew there, and petunias sprouted in the corners on their own. Her name was Anna. She was 38, with fair hair pulled into a low, messy bun. Her hands were warm, smelling of soap and bread. His name was Miles. He was 42, broad-shouldered, walking with a cane that tapped on the boards and helped him feel the ground. Their son was Noah, 7 years old. He loved how clouds reflected in puddles. He said it was a backup sky. Morning smelled like coffee. Light slipped through a curtain with tiny flowers. Anna checked the pill organizer by day. Pink in the morning, white after meals, blue at night to help her breathe. The doctor said lymphoma, and life split into before and after. Before, Anna in a silly pineapple shirt, braiding Noah's hair before bed. Miles coming home from the sawmill smelling of wood dust. After, days between infusions, a soft cap instead of hair, and a pickup fitted with hand controls their friends installed. They moved there 5 years earlier. They couldn't get a city mortgage and didn't want the city anyway. This air is ours, Miles said. Then a board at the mill kicked back and broke him. They rebuilt his spine with screws and pieced their life back together. Anna tried to joke about the word lymphoma, but worry lay underneath. On Tuesdays, they drove to the city hospital. 40 minutes past Fields, a sign for Fresh Milk 3, and an old theater with letters falling off. In the car were insurance forms and pamphlets. The clinic's financial counselor talked fast. You qualify for this, not for that. This one maybe. That maybe felt like a slick plank over a stream. At home, Anna spread the papers on the table. Left, pay now. Right, ask to recalculate. In the center, a mug of tea with a thin slice of lemon. We'll manage, Miles said, glancing at the heating assistance number written on the fridge. By day, Miles delivered things, eggs from a farm, a box of nails to a widow, groceries to seniors. He chose easier routes. His phone held a map of small favors, Lily cat food, Ed light bulbs, pastor boxes for the community kitchen. People paid in different ways, a little cash, gas, a pie. Pies kept them going. In the evenings, he used the old laptop to post, I'll help with forms and letters, low cost. He didn't like the phrase, but it was honest. Anna rested on the couch under a bird print blanket from a neighbor. Sometimes even light made her sick. Miles drew the curtains. Noah played quietly on the rug. They're driving to the hospital, he said about his toy cars. They get a dinosaur sticker and don't cry. Anna learned to smile softly, without making promises she couldn't keep. On Thursdays, they helped at the parish kitchen. On bad weeks, Anna stayed home. On good ones, she plated mashed potatoes. The tall, sun-freckled pastor kept it simple. You potatoes, you carrots, you smiles. It helped. There Anna met Amy, a woman in a headscarf with a familiar, frightened look. They talked about weather and birds. When they parted, Amy squeezed Anna's hand. It meant, hold on. The oncologist was calm and clear. We'll try a different regimen, he said. There will be better days and hard ones. You're not alone. He meant it, but Anna knew that at night only family would be there. Nurse Kendra placed the catheter and said, You're brave. I'm a mom, Anna answered. In her head, she counted pills and planned how to tell Noah that today was rough, but it would pass. Noah loved dinosaurs and letters. He said letters were the bones of words. Get them right, and the word stands. At school, he sometimes stayed quiet, afraid that saying Mom is sick would make the word crumble. He drew houses, clouds, and trees. His teacher gave him a book about a boy with a lucky pebble. Noah found a glass marble. It's our planet, he said. Anna kissed him. Let it be. He helped with small things, brought water, lined up pills like syllables. Sometimes he brought medicine, an ice cube on a plate. So the bad stuff gets cold, he explained. Anna accepted it solemnly. Bills came in gray envelopes. Anna cried sometimes, and that was okay. It's like a toll road, every day a booth, Miles said. But there are back roads, longer, cheaper. He got a 4-hour sorting shift at Klein's warehouse. Don't overdo it, Klein said. I won't, Miles promised. Anna made simple soup. Potatoes, carrots, a bit of chicken, onions. She baked rolls to sell at the market. The house smelled warm. Chapter 8. A Bad Day. One morning, Anna shook with chills and could barely stand. Miles called in, made tea, pressed a cool cloth to her forehead, sat beside her, and said, I'm here. Noah sat on the floor and cried, Mom, don't die. Anna gathered herself and whispered, I'll live as long as I can, and when I'm too tired, I'll still be with you in your words, your drawings, your songs. Noah nodded. Sarah, from a charity, helped with grants, gas cards, and hot meal deliveries. Anna learned to say thank you steadily. One morning, Sarah brought a box, a soft cap, skin cream, and a note from Mary, now in remission. Hold on. It warmed Anna more than a heater. Miles was quiet behind the wheel, careful and precise. He loved the road anyway. Straight stretches, the river bridge, the gas station where May knew his name. How's Anna? She asked. Better today, or tough today, he said. Sometimes he took a donut home, and they split it 3 ways, like a small piece of good news. Leaves turned rusty red. See the maple? Anna told Noah. It holds on, then lets go, and it's beautiful. They planted garlic. Pressing cloves into warm soil, Anna looked strong. For a minute, Miles forgot about money. On Christmas Eve, they found an unmarked envelope, a card, and $50. For Anna, a warm hat. For Noah, gloves. For Miles, coffee. The world remembers us, Anna said. They still made plans. Lake in summer, birdhouses in spring so Noah could save for a bike, garlic harvest in fall. Anna was in every plan. On a chair with a blanket and a book, in the garden fixing a steak, on the porch laughing at Noah's bad joke with a great smile. Things got worse. Stairs were too hard. Breathing, too. We'll focus on comfort, the oncologist said. Hospice nurse Ruth came with an oxygen concentrator and a booklet, left a number to call at night. You're doing it right, she said. I'm doing nothing, Anna replied. You're trusting, said Ruth. That matters. That night, Anna called Miles and Noah. She asked Noah to read to Dad. He says he doesn't like it, she whispered. But he does. Noah nodded. She told Miles not to bury himself alive. You deserve joy, he promised. Anna began writing letters, Noah's future birthdays, and for Miles. When you're lonely, when you smile without guilt, when you meet someone kind. Sometimes she drew a small heart in the corner when words ran out. My signature, she told Noah. Some days they didn't talk. Miles watched the empty road. Anna rested with eyes closed. Noah drew a ship with a little flag and wrote Anna on the hull. She smiled, and there was an ocean in it. Morning was clear. Ruth checked Anna and whispered, soon. Anna asked for the window to be opened. Birds sang. She looked at Noah. You are my good day, she said. He held her warm fingers. I'll read to Dad, he promised. She looked at Miles. Remember, love isn't a tether. It's wind. It will be there. When she passed, the room felt light and honest. Ruth closed Anna's eyes, like a book after the last page. She's not alone, she said. Those words were true. The house grew quiet, not empty. People came with food and silence. Klein said, Don't come in tomorrow. The pastor brought candles. May brought donuts. Sarah wrote, We're here. Amy left flowers and a note. Today we just breathe, Miles told Noah. Anna's mug sat on the table. Noah pulled the marble from his pocket. Our planet, he said. Miles placed it on his palm. A sunspot leapt to the wall. Hello, he said to the quiet. A week later, the paperwork arrived. Miles filled out what he could and set the rest aside. He made potato soup. Mom loved this. It's like a hug, he said. They ate slowly. The house felt warmer. Miles found a box of letters. He opened one. When you're lonely, you're alive. That's not betrayal. If you smile, I'll smile with you. Put your hand on the table. There's life in the wood, even in winter. You were my home. He folded it carefully and cried. Noah's letter said, For the day you read this without Mom. Keep watching clouds. My smile is there, and please eat breakfast. Noah laughed through tears. She's weird. She's ours, Miles said. 2 weeks later, Miles went back to the warehouse. Short shifts. Klein nodded. As long as you need. The road became a prayer again. Sometimes he stopped by the lake and listened to the water. Anna's soft cap lay in the glove box. Silly, maybe, but steadying. Draw your mom if you want, Miss Haley told Noah. He drew not her face, but her hands, holding a mug with steam rising. This is her warmth, he said. The room went still. They made simple rituals, pancakes on Sundays. At night, one chapter from the book Anna hadn't finished with Noah. We'll finish it for her, Miles said. On the porch, they lit a jar lamp Anna had made, little glass fireflies. Spring came. The garlic Anna planted poked through the soil. She knew, Miles said. Can she see? Noah asked. I want to believe so, he said. They planted sunflowers. Let them look at the sky like Mom, Noah said. One day they laughed light, free, and then it hurt. Miles opened a letter. When you laugh without me. It isn't betrayal. Imagine me to your left, smiling. If that's hard, look at the sunflowers. They turn to the light. So do you. Miles let Noah read it. Mom says, be a sunflower, Noah said. Miles took a second job at the post office sorting packages. He listened to his body stop when needed. Don't push too hard. He smiled at people. Sometimes that was all they needed. They finally went to the lake. Early fall, quiet water. They ate corn on the cob on a log by the shore. Waves whispered. Mom would say the water is like glass that rustles, Noah said. She would, Miles answered. People held them up. The pastor, Klein, May, Sarah, Amy, neighbor Maggie, and Nurse Ruth. Like beams holding a roof. One night, the fear was gone. Miles sat on the porch and looked at the stars. Thank you, Anna, he said. The word went into the dark like a pebble into water. No answer was needed. A box arrived with no return address. A patchwork quilt. Each square had a stitched word home, light, laughter, road, and Anna. That night, he covered Noah with it. The boy curled up against the word home. Winter light is heavy and rare. In the mornings, they set their cups and plates to make the shadows fall nicely. A small magic Anna would have loved. Dad, is Mom in the sky? Noah asked. I don't know how it works, Miles said. But I know she's in us, in your laugh, in your kindness, in your eyes when you look at clouds. If you want to think she's in the sky, that's okay. Then she's a star, Noah said. Let her be one. At the Saturday market, a woman asked, Are you Anna's husband? She once told me to ask for help. I did. They helped. Thank you. Warmth moved through Miles like honey. Thank you for telling me, he said. Sunflower heads stood dark under the snow. Noah pressed his ear to the seeds. They're whispering, he said. What? That spring will come. It was funny and true. New plans were simple. In spring, spread gravel by the steps. In summer, fish at Ben's pond. In fall, bake mom's pie. In winter, watch Planet Earth and argue about whales versus giant squid. Anna was in all of it, like a warm thread you can't see but feel. The pain stayed, Miles's back, Noah's chest tightening at the sight of other kids' moms. They stopped being ashamed of it. Pain was a scar fading, but telling a story. It hurts became a bridge, not a weakness. Joy came simply, warm radiators on a cold day, dry socks in the morning, an approved letter for physical therapy, a sun patch on the table. I'm happy, Noah said. Why? You picked me up from school early. That's it, the day replied. New faces appeared. Noah tried the xylophone. A neighbor boy invited him to baseball with a tape-wrapped newspaper ball. The librarian set aside audiobooks for Miles. The house welcomed them. Anna had loved people. The house remembered. In spring, they set 3 garlic heads on the table. For Mom, Noah said. For Mom, Miles echoed. They ate slowly, learning life's new pace. That evening, Miles sat on the porch. Birds called in the fields. He wasn't lost in last year's night. He was here. On the table lay Anna's letters, some still sealed. In his pocket was their marble planet. Behind the house, stubborn little sunflowers pushed up. Inside there was room, the space love left behind. Not a void, but a place to breathe and speak. We're managing, he thought, calmly, as a fact. And from the radio, from the rain, from footsteps in the hall, he could almost hear her whisper, "Don't be a hero. Don't give up." He nodded and put on the kettle. A simple task that held everything. The house, the boy, the letters, the quilt, the road he'd drive tomorrow, and love like wind. It was there, and it was enough.